Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Days of Our Lives edition. Today is July the 22nd, 2022, a Friday. Yay! All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was good to me. Like they have set up so much stuff to go down that I'm going to give it a 9. Days of Our Lives is one of those soaps that is almost always so solid that you just have to like I wish more people would watch it. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, I don't like the whole devil thing, but they're done with that now. They were just, I wish more people would watch it because it is a really good soap. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right into this. We see Sean and Belle. So Sean and Belle are talking and they're just working their way. They're just trying to find their way back to each other. He finally sees what Belle has been saying about the whole Jan incident, and she can finally see it from his point of view as well. So they are finally seeing each other seeing it from each other's perspective, and they're trying to work their way back to each other, as I said. So they're just saying, okay, he apologizes for you know bringing Jan on and not talking to her and not even just fighting harder for their marriage. And she apologizes for even letting EJ come in between and her not being more understanding of what he was going through. And so they say, well, where do we go from here? And then there's an alert that goes out, and Sean hears about everyone who's been released from prison. And so then we see Xander and Rafe speaking. And I don't know why y'all like Xander. Like he was so whiny in this episode. He's Rafe. We and Sarah was pushed to get married, and I said, Xander. I'm sorry, y'all like Xander. Let me stop. But I was just like, Xander, this girl might be on the trial for murder, but he doesn't believe she did it, even though he knows she's been hallucinating and everything. He just does not believe that's in Sarah, and so he can't see it. So he just can't see her doing that, killing Abigail. And so that's why he's just like, we were almost done getting married, we were this close to being done, and then here you come interrupting our wedding. You couldn't wait a few more minutes. And Rafe says, I'm sympathetic because Xander gonna kick the chair. I said, boy, then Rafe says, I'm sympathetic to what you're going through, but we need to find out what's going on with Sarah. And then Rafe gets the call and he's told about who's been released from prison. So then we go inside with Miss Jada and Miss Sarah, and Sarah is spilling her guts. Like, she's not holding back. She's letting Jada know everything that she's done, how she, was held captive by Kristen, the syringe, but she said she did not blame Abigail for that. That was her cousin and she loved her. And then she talks about how the medicine makes her hallucinate, and that she attacked Nicole, she attacked Chanel. And she also lets Jada know about that night, how Marlena had told her to go over to Abigail's, but she went to Gwen's instead, and then she went back to the Salem Inn. She said, so I don't know who Lucas saw, but it wasn't me. I wasn't there. And I said, oh my God, Gwen, did you do this? Gwen, because y'all been telling me I think it was Sarah I think it was Sarah, but it was Gwen with a mask on, and that would make sense. Oh my gosh, Gwen. But anyways, so then y'all, we see Kristen and Gwen. So, and Sarah says, can I go now? Am I under arrest? And Jada says, no, you're not under arrest. She said, okay, I'd like to leave. So they let her go. So then we see Kristen and Gwen. And so Gwen comes in, and Kristen comes in, and Gwen said, what happened to your hand? She said, I was having a bad day. She said, but it started looking up. So she goes ahead and lets Gwen know, I'm out. I'm free. The governor has pardoned me. And so, she tells them about, meeting Evan and everything. And Gwen was like, well, that was your good luck. And congratulations and everything. I guess you'll be getting out of here soon. And she said, what do you mean? I will. You mean we? And Gwen said, what you talking about? And she said, oh, I didn't just get a pardon for me. I got a pardon for you too. And I said, yes. Because y'all know Gwen is my girl. So I was like, yes, Kristen, well, that's how you come through. Even though I think this, she said, and Gwen said, well, why would you get a pardon for me? And she said, we're friends. And Gwen was like, we're not really friends. She said, well, you helped me in a hard time or whatever. So if I go free, you go free too. I said, Gwen, now don't slap a gift horse in the face. Or whatever. So she said, okay, cool. She said, but too bad we all couldn't get pardoned. And Kristen is like, who else need to be pardoned? And she said, Lonnie. And she said, I couldn't get her because she went into a different, went to a different prison. So that's why she couldn't have Lonnie pardoned. I don't even think Lonnie would take it if she did. She would be so morally upstanding. She probably wouldn't even want it. But anyways, guys, let's move on. So then we see Evan and Orpheus, and Evan's like, the government made an announcement. He pardoned us, and he went ahead and pardoned us, so we're free or whatever. And he said, no, thanks to you, you sitting here had to get all those pardons for Kristen. I said, okay, so it was Kristen and Gwen or whatever. Okay, what next? And Evan said, well, it all worked out now, so it doesn't even matter. So then here come Dr. Rolf. And he come through like, oh, it's such good news. It's such good news. And he thanking Orpheus and stuff. And he's like, I didn't know if you liked me anymore because you kind of standoffish or whatever. Orpheus said, I don't like you. And Evan told Rolf, it wasn't him. It was Kristen who got you pardoned. He said, oh, them the mirrors, they always been good to me. And he said, why you be like, like, why you always be around them? He said, because I don't know, they just treat me well. And so I guess he said, I'm gonna be around who treats me good. Because obviously Kristen got him out of jail and everything, out of prison or whatever. So he was like, anyways, he said, now I get to be away from this. It's always somebody on this soap that have me rolling. It was wrong because he said he did not like being around that scum and stuff. Anyway, let's move on. So then Orpheus and Evan talk, and Evan says, I'm about to get out of here and I'm gonna go get my baby. And Orpheus said, yeah, because he doesn't need to be with that idiot son-in-law of Marlena, or moron son-in-law or something of Marlena. So go get your son. So then we see Jake and Ava. And he tells her, he comes in and everything. He was like, tough day at the office looking at Gabby and Lee or whatever. So she said, oh, that's what's a tough day. So you haven't heard? And he was like, heard what? And she tells him Kristen is released from prison. He said, what? And she said, yeah, the governor pardoning them. And then later on they continue to talk. And he says, oh, wait, you might be interested in this. And she said, interested in what? He said, your old pal is pardoned. And she said, who? And he said, Gwen got released. So then Ava started reading, because I'm not going to hold you long. They wasn't talking about nothing. The two of them, they wasn't talking about nothing, but except he told her that he owes Kristen a favor because she helped him and Gabby when EJ and Chad were trying to take over Demira. She helped him. Kristen helped him keep a job and told him she owed him. And so then Ava started reading off all the people who were partnering. And it was, Orpheus, Evan, Dr. Rolf, Kristen, and Gwen. And I said, because I had read the description, it said Salem releases a band of villains or something like that. I was like, because when it's Days of Our Lives, I was like, what is this? Is this gonna be some weird? You never know. And so I said, oh, so that's what they was talking about. Maybe when they came up out of that jail, dressed to the nines and looking nice. And I said, ooh, wait. And this is what I like about Days, because, yes, they could have put them in jail and then just, sent them away forever or whatever. But they said, no, we need villains. We need bad guys in our story, because we have to make it entertaining, because it is entertaining when someone is dipping and manipulating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm here for it. I'm here for everybody that got released. So then we see Rolf and Kristen and Gwen talk, and he tells Kristen, "Thank you so much." She said, "I know Daddy wouldn't have wanted you, to languish away in the prison." And he says, "I'm grateful," or whatever. And she says, she has some endeavors she gonna need some help with. And he told her, "Whatever you need, I'm here for you," because he loves it. So he's like, "Whatever you need, I'm here for you," or whatever. So then Gwen tells Kristen, "What you got going on?" She said, "Yeah, I'm not at liberty to say right now, but I'll tell you when the time is right." And then she tell Gwen, go after your man. And Gwen says, "That ain't gonna want me back." And she said, "Girl, you don't know that. Go ahead and go after your man, because you never know what's gonna happen," or whatever. And so Gwen says, "I guess she gonna give it a try." I said, "Listen, it is what it is. Go on after him, Gwen. Like, because as Kristen said, you never know. But Brady, be on alert, because they're coming for you. They're coming for you." So then Sean and Belle, they talk to their loved one. They talk about Marlena with Orpheus, Brady with Kristen. They just talk to everybody and let them know, what about the news conference and everything. And then in walks Sean said, "I'm glad everybody is safe. All the little ones is safe." And then, because he was like glad Sierra is gone as well. She and Ben. And then in walks Evan. And I said, "You talking about you glad everybody is safe, and you left your door unlocked?" Because Evan said, "I came in because the door was unlocked and I'm here to get my son." And Sean said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Yeah, me and Jan Spears and I met her when we were in the infirmary. And I didn't know it at the time, but she wanted to be with me so that I could get her pregnant so that she could pass the baby off as yours. That's not your baby. That's my baby. And I'm here to take my baby." And they say, "Oh, heck no." And then he provides the proof because, Orpheus had given him proof that it was his baby, the paternity test. And Sean and Belle said, "Excuse me, this could be made up." And he said, well, I have no problems going. I said, y'all could tell the way Evan talking, because he was like, "I have no problems going right on down to the courthouse and getting a court order for a DNA test and everything, because that's my baby, and you're not, I'm here to get my baby," or whatever. And so then we see that Sean is just like, "I'll rip you to shreds if you come near my baby." And he said, "Jan named the baby after me." He said, "Listen, I'm not here to fight with you." He said, "Because we both got did wrong by Jan." This is Evan talking. And he was like, "I just wanted to see my baby." He was like, "My name is Christian." She named the baby Christian, and they after his dad. And they said, "Well, she named the baby Sean." And Jan, you naming that baby Sean Christian. Girl, you a mess for that. I said, "Jan, wherever you are, you need to come on back, sis." Because it's stuff going down. But anyways, that was pretty much it with them, y'all. Evan says, "I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna be back with that court order for a paternity test, and we're gonna prove that this is my baby." So then Ava and Jake are like, he had just finished saying, "Kristen said I owed her a favor, and you never know what the favor is gonna be." And they get a knock at the door, and Jake and Ava look at each other because they already know. And Jake, you in there? It's Kristen. I said, "Here she go." So she come in or whatever, and they said, "Yeah, we heard about your good luck or whatever." And Jake had told Ava, "Did you have something to do with Gwen being released?" She said, "I love that you think I had that kind of pull." She said, "Nah, I ain't do this." Excuse me. And but anyways, Kristen comes in and she says, "Yeah, I'm released. I'm a free woman and all this." And she says, I want to make good on those favors you owe me." He said, "More than one? How many favors is it?" And she says, "As my attorney says, it's more, you never know." But anyways, Kristen said the first favor she needs is a place to stay, and she gonna stay. I said, "Why you don't go to the Demira Mansion and stay?" But she gonna stay. Y'all, somebody tell me why she won't go to the Demira Mansion. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all told me to start reviewing this soap, so I hadn't been watching it. I hadn't watched this soap in a while, so I had to catch up. And then I was able to start reviewing it. And some things I don't remember, like why isn't she going? I mean, like, why isn't she going to the Demira Mansion? There's plenty of room there. and everything. Y'all tell me. I mean, I know. But anyways, because I don't think she's not banned from it, is she? I don't know. But anyways, so that's what she's doing there. So then we see Xander and Sarah just like, oh my gosh, all this is going on. But Sarah swears she didn't go anywhere near Abigail's that night. So Xander is just like, we'll prove it and all this kind of stuff. And they say, and Sarah's like, what else could go wrong today? Baby, here come Gwen strolling through. I said, girl, you know Gwen is my girl. You did Sarah wrong, Gwen. Like, I admit that because y'all know that somebody could be my girl and I still be like, whoo, you did them wrong. You did Sarah wrong, Gwen. But she comes strolling through talking about, hello, guys. Lovely night. Oh, I can see by your face. You didn't know I was really, lovely night. Have a great night. And then keeps on walking. And Xander and Sarah's just like, what in the heck? Because they have no clue. And then we see Rolf. He is at the DeMera mansion and he's telling Stefano, you know, he's happy to be back and everything. And he's just talking to Stefano, and then he hits that little tunnel thing and he goes down into them tunnels. And I said, who else is down there? Because we know Leo is down there, so they're gonna run into each other. But is there somebody else that's been in the tunnels? Because remember when Susan says there's something evil in these tunnels or whatever. And that was the same time when Abigail got stabbed. You know, that was the same night. So do y'all think there's someone else in the tunnels as well? I mean, because we know that little Thomas saw Leo, but could there be somebody else? I don't know, child, but we gonna see. And then Jade and Rafe talk, and he says, "Come on, let me buy you a beer. You did a great Jade on your first day of the job, and everything." And he says, "And I want to catch you up on these 5 people that the governor released." And then here comes Orpheus, and Rafe said, "We don't want any trouble." He said, "Nope, I plan on being a model citizen." I said, "Nah, you know you're not gonna be no model citizen." And y'all, that was Days of Our Lives today. It was almost a 10. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was almost a 10 because they have set up so many storylines and I am here for every single one of them. So what? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you Monday for a new week of What Happened on the Soaps Days of Our Lives edition. Bye.